All right, my name is Brian Otten. I'm the marketing director at the Greater Wausau Chamber of Commerce. I'm behind the camera, and in front of the camera, I've got Amber Gober, the recipient of the ATHENA Leadership Award in 2023, and Dr. Trena Loomans, finalist for that award in 2024. So Amber, I'm going to let you take it away. This is the 6th of 7 interviews for today. We'll have 6 more tomorrow. And Amber, do your thing.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, Trena, thank you for having us come into your home today. Sure. Let's start out by, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I am the Director of Clinical Operations at the Caring Tree and also CEO at Balance for Growth, which is more for adult counseling and wellness.
Fantastic. So we'll get into some of the questions. Can you share an example of a time that you advocated fiercely for yourself, another person, or a cause?
Well, I've really advocated for those who struggle in poverty. That's something I'm very passionate about. And the reason why is because I grew up in poverty myself. And so I understand the complexity of what that can be like to try to make a change, and some of the barriers that can also cause a problem. So I've done that with the field of education and also with mental health services, providing probably about 85% of our population is on some kind of financial assistance.
Wow, that's incredible. And I think what a great way to be able to kind of tie in your background to be able to, relate to those that you're serving now. So,
yeah, thanks.
And can you share an example of how you've acted courageously?
Yeah, well, I think for me, it was professional transition. So I originally came from the field of public education for, oh my goodness, over 25 years. Okay. And I always had a private practice on the side in mental health, but it was just me, really small. Mm-hmm. But I loved being in education. But you also notice the needs of mental health in our community. And so even though I had a smaller practice, I decided to grow it and eventually had the courage to make that transition of moving from public education into the mental health world. And that was difficult decision, but family support, and it's been a good one.
Absolutely. And mental health is, such a hot topic right now because we're seeing more and more of it. So, what a blessing you are to this community to be able to provide those services to others. So, can you share an example of a time that you brought another woman into a leadership position on a project or cause, and what did you learn from that experience?
Well, I am all about promoting folks in leadership roles and kind of grasping onto their own success. So I have 2 sort of situations where there was one young woman, she actually is still with us. Before even graduating college, she joined us and did more clerical work in our office, but she just blossomed and grew and became our office manager. And now she actually is our billing and insurance specialist, which I am extremely grateful for. And so she's just taken that on. And of course, by providing her support and instruction and the knowledge to do that job, it's just been a joy to see her in those positions.
That's incredible. Oh, and you mentioned a second one as well, did you?
Yeah, so I recently have started taking on interns through the local colleges and universities. And so we have folks who have stayed with us all the way through, became staff members with us. And right now we have someone who's actually transitioning more into a director role, more of what I do. And I am so proud of her. Even during supervision, collaboration, she is so smart and she understands the field, and it's just a joy to work with them.
That's fantastic. And hopefully she sees that and sees what you've done for her and be able to do that to the next generation that's coming in after her as well, to be able to promote, other people and help them out when they're, looking for, a little head start here and taking on some extra leadership roles. So great job on that. And can you share some examples of how you serve others in the community?
Well, through the mental health clinic. And I think what has happened is it's grown. So we were really small in the beginning, but we continue to see needs within our community. So we've added additional therapists, social workers, marriage and family counselors. But the other piece that we noticed is that a lot of the referrals that we were getting were just strictly adults. And through the Caring Tree, it's mostly child and families that we work with. So that is part of the balance for growth piece in meeting the needs of the community. Is I think that there's an overflow of just adults who need support as well. So that's a place for them to be able to go.
Yeah, there's always so many needs that are out there. So it's great that we have the resources in the community that we live in here and that you're able to provide that for others. So what else would you like us to know about you?
I think that one thing that has happened that I've kind of gained knowledge about, and it's extremely helpful to know this about the people I work with too, is that it's not necessarily the most intelligent person in the room who's going to accomplish success. I think it's more about perseverance, drive, that mindfulness of wanting to continue to grow as a professional. Those things and that passion is what is going to define success in the long run.
Absolutely. And that's obviously some traits of what they're looking for in Athena as well. So, and I can see that, you took upon those steps yourself when you decided to go out of the schools and go out on your own 100%. So,
right.
Yeah. Very courageous to be able to do that. So, well, we thank you for your time today and good luck in next month.
Great.
For the program.
Thank you.
Awesome job to both of you. So, as I mentioned, this is the 6th of 7 interviews today. We'll have another one at the top of the hour. We'll have 6 more with the final 6 finalists tomorrow. If you have questions about the ATHENA Leadership Award program, which is coming up on Thursday, November 21st, it's a lunchtime program at the Holiday Inn and Suites in Rothschild. You can visit wausauchamber.com to learn more or to register. We hope to see you there. Trena, Amber, thank you. As I said, we'll be back with another video in just a bit.